I first came to Xinjiang back in 2021. 4 years ago, I came as a tourist. 4 years later, now I'm living here, I'm working here in Xinjiang. Not many foreigners do. Came as a surprise to me even. And I'll tell you why. Here are the 5 things which I love about living in Xinjiang and why I think it's better than Shanghai or Beijing. So let's go for number 1, and that is diversity, all right? So many of you might know about the Uyghurs, but actually Xinjiang, there's much more than that, all right? So I'm working at the moment in a school, and I've got a lot of students from various backgrounds, various ethnicities. Not just the Uyghurs, but you have the Tajiks, the Kazakhs, the Tatar, you have the Russians, yeah, you have Russian ethnicity, you have the Korean ones. There's so many, it's like 55 ethnicities in Xinjiang, and they have their own language, they have their own food, they have their own festivals, and so that makes traveling around Xinjiang so exciting. And because Xinjiang is so big, when you're traveling, it really is like stepping into a new world each time. A lot of them, they look very different, but they all share the same backgrounds, they're all Chinese. And number 2, which might surprise a few foreigners out there, and that is freedom, okay? So freedom, it's not an on and off switch that you can just flick. It's not a dichotomous variable, right? You can't just say, this country has freedom, this country has not, because some countries have certain freedoms, which others might not. And in fact, I'd argue that America is not a free country. The UK, it's not a free country. Walk out at night, and you get petrified. There's so much hatred and animosity at the moment. For example, on the attacks last year, the protests in the UK, Aston Villa, Maccabi, Tel Aviv football match, right? Going to happen soon. They're worried that the Jewish people cannot walk out at night. You can't say things on social media in the UK. You're going to get arrested. Same in the US. You see what happened with Charlie Kirk, right? Shot because of what he said. I don't worry about that in China, especially in Xinjiang. Xinjiang, the safest place. 100% the safest place in China. Of course, you're going to get crime. 1.5 billion people. If you check the pro rata rates in proportion to other countries, crime is so low here. I have the ability to walk out at night. Maybe privilege or whatever, but you know, I'm a foreigner. I'm different to everyone else. You might think, oh yeah, because he's a foreigner, they might target me. But they don't. People want to be friends. People are so social here. So outgoing. If you are a foreigner, if you're Chinese, come to the UK, you come to the US, you're going to get attacked, you're going to get stabbed, you might get shot just because of who you are. Xinjiang, not a problem because of how society is here. So I would say, yeah, Xinjiang is extremely free, more free than many other places in the world. And then we go for number 3, and that is the opportunities. The development has gone into Xinjiang. You look at where it was 20 years ago even, 10 years ago. It was, one of the poorer places. I think it was the poorest region maybe in China, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a strategic place for China, right? Because it borders 8 countries. So it's a strategic location because you're using Xinjiang to go through those 8 countries. Look at where it is on the map. You can go into Central Asia, and into Africa, and then into Europe. So that's why a lot of money has gone into this place. And Xinjiang, of course, they also provide a lot of energy. Okay, so that energy is used and supplied to the rest of China. So it's a very important place, and what we're seeing is a lot of wealth here. We're seeing actually a lot of minorities. They live much more happily in really big mansions almost. You can see my videos where I've gone to their house, and wow, they live absolutely amazingly. And that's because there's a lot more education here, better universities. You've got Xinjiang University, you've got Xinjiang Medical University. I know there's like a big AI department actually. There's a lot of research on AI. There's a lot of research on agriculture. And there's a lot of research on medicine, yeah? So the medical area is very big in Xinjiang. What we're seeing is many more foreigners coming here. I think it is opening up a lot more. Next will be how open and easy it is to live here as a foreigner, okay? I think as a foreigner, it's a very remote part of China, but actually I think it's quite easy to live here. Many people, they speak very good English. You might think somewhere like Shanghai, Beijing, Shenzhen, they might speak better, but actually the people, especially the minorities, they really like the English culture here. A lot of them, they like the music, the British films. It's very interesting. I speak to people and they know random British rappers. They like Central C, Dave. They like James Blunt. Oh, awesome. I love it, man. And so people, they want to learn English. So I'm walking on the street. People just come up to me. Want to make friends. They want to just speak English. And they're like, whoa, can you tell me about the UK? They're so interested in it. And it's really cool. And yeah, also Xinjiang, they like Western food actually. So Western food's very popular. So we're seeing there's many restaurants. Unfortunately, there's no British restaurants. So come on, guys, you need to open one. Maybe I need to open one here. Next one, which is a really big factor in living here, is the affordability. Okay, and because Xinjiang is an autonomous region, firstly, they have a different fiscal system to the rest of China. No, thank you. Some guy trying to sell me some stuff. Very nice. I don't know why I spoke English then. My mind was switched into English. But yeah, this different fiscal system means that people are paying less tax. And also, there are many benefits. What I've seen is walking around Xinjiang, I've seen many posters, right, in many neighborhoods, in my neighborhood as well. And it'd be like, you can come for free education, you know, you can come, we'll have some free classes, learning English, science, all of this, for your children, totally free. You find that there are posters which offer free dental care. You can go there, get free dental treatment. You also get free heating, okay? If you're living in a public apartment, government, they will give to me free heating. It gets very cold here, minus 30 degrees in the winter. The heating has to be constantly on. Government pay for it. And actually, so even though my salary is lower than I get in Shanghai, I think that I'm actually earning more than I would get there. And so what the government do is that they find maybe areas of land, because the agriculture is so diverse in Xinjiang. Maybe they need farmers or something that will help a local area. And so they will bring people in, maybe it's in mountainous regions. They say, right, look, we need you to help with the development of this place. We need you to do these jobs. And they'll give them free housing because it's so far away. They'll give them free education, all of this. So yeah, I think there are a lot of opportunities here, a lot of subsidies. It's very, very affordable to live in Xinjiang. There we go then, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that video, and I think you can see why I really love living in Xinjiang now. I've lived here for the past, year almost now. Been an amazing experience, amazing adventure. Anyway, I'll be making more videos. See you next time. Bye-bye.